More letters?
Just Santa, and here's your fat-free milk.
I can't drink this stuff. Don't you know?
You know what Mrs. Claus said? Fat-free milk and no cookies. You're already at your cookie quota for the year.
I know, Ernie. You wouldn't believe what these kids are writing me this year, man. You know what they want? A video game, cell phones, designer jeans, and believe me, one kid wants a pony. Now, how in the world am I gonna get a pony? They are missing the true meaning of Christmas. Oh, wait, before you go, I gotta read this one last letter, okay? It says, Dear Santa, okay, I've been very good this year. I work really hard, but my boss doesn't promote me. Can you believe that? What kind of boss would promote his own man doing good? He only works 1 year, 1 week out of a year. I can't, what? Man, he got an easy job. Wish I had a job like that. And he sits around drinking milk and eating cookies. I feel like I'm not getting the respect I deserve. Please help. Oh, wait. Hey, Ernie, look, okay, hey, I got an idea, man. I was thinking about you. I want to run this by you. Why don't you be co-salad with me for a year?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now, what the heck are we going to do about these kids?
I know. I got it. We'll give these kids the greatest gift of all. The gift of the Lyle Style Show.
All right.
Live from PATV Studios, it's the Lyle Style Show. And now, the man with the most style, it's your host, Lyle Style.
Welcome to another beautiful edition of the Lyle Style Show. I don't know you saw that little, it's the Christmas time. You saw that little bit of a skit we did. No one got hurt on that skit either. It's the Christmas time. Santa Claus looks a little different. He got a little tan on him, Sometimes he gets a little tan, so Santa Claus got some tan. He's been down in the Bahamas, so that's why you say Santa Claus, he looks a lot different though, but he got tan. But, so anyway, I want to welcome you viewers to my show. Today, when we're going to have a special guest, Craig Clemens, and so he's going to be on the show, talk a little bit about what's going on in sports. But I have a special thing going on right now with the general manager of PATV, Josh. And so he's here with me, Josh. And I guess he has something to say, but I don't know what it is.
Lyle, it's a privilege to be on your show. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you. I'm about time you're on my show now, man. Shoot. I appreciate that, though. But what brought you down here?
I wanted to present you with an award and a token of PATV's appreciation and recognition.
Okay.
Every year in November, we have our annual meeting. And as you mentioned, I'm the executive director of PATV. We're a nonprofit here, and you make your show here.
Yes.
And we wanted to, every year at our annual meeting time, we give out producer awards to recognize people that made a difference, basically, at PATV. This year and throughout the years. And I thought it was high time that you and your show be recognized for all the great contributions that you've made at PATV.
Wow.
And so I'm presenting you with PATV's humble token of appreciation, the Comeback with Style Award to the Lyle Style Show.
Oh, wow, style. Wow, what a beauty.
Now, I remember hearing about you when I first started here in '99. I didn't get to meet you.
Yes.
And I know you used to do your show, I don't know when that was,
back
but it was...
Back in 90, 95.
And now all these years later, in 2012, your show is back with style, and that's a really unique and excellent accomplishment. So we wanted to thank you and recognize you for all the great work that you're doing here at PATV.
Wow, I mean, wow. It's the first time that I have no words to say about God. Usually I have a lot of things to say, but wow, hey Josh, I mean, it's an honor, and I'm humble for this award that y'all thought about me, and I, for a person that really gets awards, this right here is going to be right up there on my plaque, on my wall. So I appreciate this, and I appreciate everybody at PATV, all the producers and the directors, and my co-host there, the director of the show, Jason, and all the viewers, the people out there that watch PATV and all the exciting new shows that come on PATV. I just want to say that I want everybody to keep styling profile and keep watching not only my show, but all the shows out there. Josh, so you do good work, and you're doing some different things now too, aren't you?
Yes, we're involved in a number of projects, both with community producers such as yourself, and then some of the community programming that we do with our local organizations and nonprofits. And we've had a very busy year, and it's been great. But thanks so much for all your excellent work. Please keep these Lyle Style shows coming out.
Right, and thank you for helping me and give me another chance to come back to do my show in a positive way. And I hope that 2013 will be a more positive year for PATV and for all the producers here at PATV. And hopefully the kids that watch the show, maybe they get them in here and they can actually do some stuff like this too.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, so thank you, everybody. And like I said, Josh, again, thank you for my award.
Yes, congratulations.
And, yeah, thank you, and I appreciate that. And with that note, wow, I don't, God, I don't want to cry, so we're going to have to cut this right here. So we want to say, we were back with our guest, Craig Clemens, right after this. Thank you. Welcome back to Lyle Style Show. I always laugh. We have a good fun on the show.
Great time.
We have a great time. I'm here with great NFL player, played for Chicago Bears, Craig Clemens. He used to play for the Hawkeyes back in the day, back in the '60s. He was a rookie, defensive player, a cornerback. And he has a bubblegum card, and so I'd like to welcome Craig Clemens to the show,
Boy,
man.
There's nothing sacred with you.
I know.
I show you my rookie card.
Yeah, my good card, man.
Now,
Rookie
there's a
card
story
right
behind that, Lyle.
Oh, is it?
The
Okay.
story goes like this: that as a child growing
Rookie
up
card.
in Ohio, and we lived on a dead-end street in Piqua, Ohio, and I have to say something. That I'm the class of '68 in Piqua, Ohio.
Okay.
Bill Lawrence will be proud of me, the class of '68. But the story goes as, way back in the day, I'm saying 62, 64, we collect bubblegum cards. All the kids in the neighborhood collect bubblegum cards. Now, there was 2 leagues back then. These are baseball bubblegum.
Okay.
There was a Negro League and the White League.
Oh.
Okay. So I had 2 shoe boxes and I segregated them. I mean, segregation was so bad that even it finally came down to us.
Right.
I'll bet back in the 60s and 70s, we were segregated. We segregated things. I had a white bubblegum shoebox for the white leagues, and I had a black one for the Negroes.
Wow.
And I was married like in 1969, a freshman in college, and my grandmother said, "Honey, what do you want me to do with those shoe boxes under the bed?" I said, "Throw them away, I'm grown." Do you know how much money I threw away in designer baseball cards? I had Horner, Wagner, I had all the greatest.
Going back into the 50s and whatnot?
Negroes, Willie, everybody.
Oh.
So, as a child, everybody kept saying, hey, when we grow up, we're going to be on bubblegum cards, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, everybody said it in the neighborhood. I happened to make it.
You happen to make it
So that's
a
my
bubblegum card. Wow. What a beautiful thing.
Topps bubblegum
Bubblegum
card.
card, I'm going to say right here. A beautiful bubblegum card, Craig Clemens, and then it has your stacks in the back. It says runner breaks tackle, good for 16 yards. Interceptions, 1973 season. Craig Clemens points rookie season was when he blocked the Oakland punter's kick, which led to the Bears game-tying touchdown, man.
Yeah.
So that was a beautiful thing.
I was a rookie.
Man. A rookie doing this. To me, it's gonna work. You have to give me one.
The rookie card is supposed to be the best. I will get you one. But that's the story behind it.
Oh, that's a wonderful. Man, you have hair on your head too.
Easy. Take it easy, Lyle.
Okay,
I'm a little sensitive about that.
You had an afro, young man.
So you guys give up. And you can't wait.
I gave up, man.
You just said I quit, right?
Yeah, I did,
now
man.
But you have a perfectly shaved head.
Yeah.
I've got scars all over. Hey, I want some hair. Okay?
Yeah, you still get around here, though,
bro. In the 70s, where hair was very influential and big.
Yeah, I believe it was.
And it still is.
It was like the Michael.
If I could have one strand of comb over here,
yeah,
I would.
But you still look good, though.
Thanks.
Bro. You still look good. So, now we're getting back now. And you was on the show last time. We were talking about, a little bit about the season and whatnot, college football.
Sure.
But you brought some stuff because a lot of stuff is going on in sports.
Well. A lot of stuff's over. Okay, we were optimistic about the Hawkeyes.
Yeah,
we were hoping that they would have another successful season.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like there was too much change. They had change in the. They had an offensive coordinator change.
Okay.
We had a new offensive coordinator come from Texas. He brought in his new system, and
yeah.
Struggled.
Okay, that's a good way of putting it. Struggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had running back issues. We had the all Big Ten running back leave the school for personal reasons. We still haven't found out what. There were 2 or 3 other running backs behind him. We finally found a good running back, and then he was knocked out. We lost 4 running backs.
Wow.
Offensive line was somewhat stagnant, probably inexperienced. We had a new offensive line coach, Kirk Ferentz' son.
Okay.
So you had too much change.
Okay.
You had youth. You had a change in the offense. You had a change in the defense. Even the linebacker coach now, they're all new. So we had a tough year.
Right.
We had a tough year, but I found what was disappointing with me was how some of the players behaved.
Oh, okay. So that's what you brought me some articles about.
I'm reading the paper today, and I'm seeing how how Micah Hyde is his performance on the field deteriorated, and it seems like his performance on the street is deteriorating. It looks like he's. The paper has it Hyde charged with disorderly conduct, and I thought back in October that wasn't he drunk and out of control, and they took his captains away from him, and now we find out that he's doing it again. We aren't talking about this. This is this weekend.
Oh, okay.
So guess what happened? It says, police after officers responded to a noise complaint at 2:30 a.m. There's nothing good goes on at 2:30 a.m.
No, right. You're right. I mean, but you're right, and that's kind of sad, But I met the kid, young man.
Yeah.
And he's very talented. I mean, he's a talented young man. I mean, God, he's got
handsome, good. Has a future ahead of him.
Yes, he does. Yes.
To walk down this road is dangerous.
Yeah.
And guess what he's walking into? In fact, I think that even his performance on the field, I don't think he was as good as a senior defensive back as he was as a junior.
Oh, last year he was real good.
Absolutely. Now it helps to have some good players around you, but you still have to continue to improve yourself. You have to get better every day, every game. And last year to this year, it seems like he's had a little hiccup. He's stumbled a little bit. And I'd like to see the young man get back on track, discipline-wise, socially. I think that affects your game.
Okay, good. Because whether people really or not, athletes are kind of role models to a certain extent. They just put in that position because of what they do and kids.
Well, role models too. The coaches are role models.
Yeah.
And so we leave football and we go into basketball, and we see that the basketball team is going into its 3rd year.
Yeah.
Fran McCaffery. And I had some questions about his temperament and maybe behavior as a role model last year. He'd always get upset with the officials' calls.
Really? Okay. I've never really followed him, so
I think he's had several technicals and things like this. And I mentioned to one of his assistants, I said, I love him. I think he's got a great game. But I think that his he wants to change the culture of the environment. But I think sometimes when you argue with the referees, you kind of disrespect the game. And you have to respect the game, the referees, and everything. And that's the role model, too.
Oh, okay.
And then some of his players stamp their foot or scream at the referees, and they get a technical. So I just hope that the team does well this year, and that Coach McCaffrey can have a little bit more composure. And go Hawks.
Yeah, go Hawks. Yeah, right. Well, you know what? They are doing pretty good, though. They are doing pretty good because they have their 5-1.
Anthony Clemens.
Okay, now Anthony.
Clemmons.
Okay.
No relation. But
I was wondering.
I'm taking credit.
Okay, Anthony Clemens.
There's a point guard named Anthony Clemens, a freshman. He's supposed to be outstanding and playing well, so I can't wait to go out and see him and the rest of the Hawkeyes.
Is he a freshman? He's a freshman.
He's a freshman.
Okay.
I spell my name Clemons. He has 2 M's. Clemons.
Oh, so he's no relation to you there.
Oh, no relation, but I'm gonna get the jersey.
Oh, you'll get the jersey. I love it. Okay, and getting back though to college football and basketball. I must say that you're right. You put in a situation, you have to discipline yourself. You have to protect yourself a certain way, and and the other thing, college kids, we have to realize we're all human beings. They're human beings. They make mistakes. They're not perfect. They're not robots, whatever. So they're gonna make mistakes. Yeah. So if a person makes mistakes and learn from it and grow from it, that's gonna be good. I'm hoping, and I know the dude's gonna have a good career when he goes, because I'm quite sure he's going to the draft.
Oh yeah,
because he's talented. The people gonna pick him. I think his
stock may have dropped a little bit, but by the same token, Micah, there's got to be a lot of discipline.
Yeah,
as an athlete,
I think he learned.
You have to be disciplined.
Yeah, you do. Yes,
and we are a country of second chances.
Yes, we are.
And but it seems like it's been deteriorating, and I'd like to see him get back on track. And let me tell you something. When the scouts come and you get drafted, you go through a barrage of tests.
Okay, you've been through it too yourself.
And job interviews, and they're going to be looking at this. They're going to be looking at all this is public knowledge.
Okay.
They're going to have records of this, and he's going to have to answer some questions for this, and probably take some drug tests and a lot of other things.
Right, like all athletes does do.
If we're going to give you $1 million, we're going to make sure the product is not faulty.
Right. That's true. And quite sure when you was back in your day when you got drafted first round to the Bears, and you went through that your rookie season.
We went through our tests too. Yes.
Yeah, through your rookie season and through all ups and downs and nowadays like we talked before the show aired, we was talking about technology. And back in your days,
absolutely,
the technology is so advanced now that a lot of things back in your days.
Well, I think the conversation was, we didn't have this type of behavior, and our our players were squeaky clean. And I told you that I don't think so. I think that the DWIs and the murder suicides and that kind of behavior that you see in the NFL these days, it went on back then. But the technology with the 24-hour news cycles, with Sports Center, I mean, I have a cell phone that can take pictures, and I can transfer it all over the world. So I could have something go viral and be on Sports Center. It could happen in the afternoon and be on Sports Center and viral by midnight.
Right. So this is not nothing new. Things happened back in your days, when you was playing, but because the technology wasn't there, people didn't really realize it. Didn't
We still had the party. We still we were on Rush Street in Chicago and Studio 54 in New York, and we partied and did all the crazy things that they do now.
Yeah. So I mean, only thing that's changed is just the technology.
Well, the technology and the money. They're getting paid. They're making some money. I mean, a first-round draft choice, probably 12th pick in the country. No Sean Marino, and some of those people probably got maybe a $2-3 million signing bonus. Signed a 3-4 year contract, maybe $3-4 million. They probably signed a $15-20 million contract.
Wow.
For 12th round draft choice back in the 70s where I came up, I think I got away with what, a $250,000, $50,000 signing bonus.
Really?
Yeah.
$250,000, huh?
Yeah.
And 50. Okay, so that
But
was
that was the 70s.
that was the 70s, yeah, right. And back in the 70s, that was probably good. That was good money back then. That was good money back in the 70s compared.
We
you know,
rented a condo at 505 Lakeshore Drive.
Oh, yeah, I know that's that.
Okay, right behind Navy Pier.
Right.
And they were going to go. It was an apartment then. They was going to go condo the next year, and they wanted to sell that for $150,000.
Oh.
34 floors up. And we said, oh, that's too much. So we moved to the suburbs. Had I have bought that then, I mean, so everything is relevant.
Right.
I mean,
You bought it back then.
Yes, I could have bought that back then. For
Oh, wow.
$150,000.
Look what you, wow, you know what, right now, that place is, you know.
Millions.
Wow. Hindsight.
Yeah, 2020.
2020, man. Now, getting back to different topics in sports. So, what do you think next year is going to bring?
For the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, for the Hawkeyes.
Okay.
Rebuilding year.
We can't go nowhere but up. Yeah.
I like to hear that.
I think that the running back situation is going to be settled. We're going to have a great running back, 12, 14, 1,600 yards. I think the quarterback is going to be good. We're going to have more experience on the line. I think all in all, we're going to have a better season next year than this, and we'll be competing. And you have to understand, I think this is the first time in 7, 8, 9 years that we haven't been to a bowl game.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's very disappointing for our fan base.
Right.
That likes to go and somewhere warm and
alumni
and enjoy themselves. And I think Kurt Ferris is probably hurt and is going to be working this whole off season to correct the problems, whether it's in the coaching, whether it's at the administrative, or whether it's at the athletes. I know he's out on the recruiting trail, and I know he's probably the highest paid state official in Iowa, and he deserves every penny.
Okay.
The amount of money that's brought in, probably the football team pays for a lot of the other the sports that are at the University of Iowa, and they're able to generate the revenue from the Big Ten Network.
Okay,
and
right, Big Ten Net, right.
The only problem we have is that the people that they've added, the Nebraskas and people like that, they're superior teams.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be competing against Nebraska for the athletes in the area.
Oh, right, yeah, right.
The athletes are bringing rice. What was great to see, and forgive me, was that the men's basketball team beat Iowa State for the first time in 3 years.
I know. Now, see, wow,
Excellent.
wasn't that a good thing?
That's what I'm
saying.
That was
a good thing.
I want Fran McCaffrey to be special and to change the culture, but change it in a positive way.
Okay.
Be a good role model.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we all should be good role models.
Absolutely.
But well, you know, and wrestling's another good sport out here. But that's
Tom Brands.
Tom Brands.
Tom Brands, absolutely. Yes. I see him at a lot of the functions, and he's taken the mantle from
Gable.
From Dan Gable, and the torch has been passed.
Yeah.
And he's doing an admirable job. And guess what? Tom Brands will have another strong team this year.
Okay.
I don't know how well we fared last year, but I think that we're coming back, and he's making. He's addressing the issues and the weight classes that he needs to, and I look for Iowa to have a strong showing in the Big Ten wrestling this year.
Okay, well,
Tom Brands.
Yeah, Tom Brands.
Oh, okay.
He's always been either one or two, or
absolutely.
He's always been in the top five, really.
Hardworking.
Yeah, and other, you know what? And there's other sports that people really don't even talk about, really that do real good, that really are really good for our academic-wise. You know, I mean, the women are.
Women are fantastic.
They are, you know, they don't get a lot of accolades, so to speak, but they're good. They're strong women in basketball.
And that's why we're saying about Kurt Ferris in the football program. That program is funding all the rest of them. Okay, so all the basketball team, all its first class, if it doesn't have enough revenue that it generates, the football team picks up the fencing, the diving, the swimming, the soccer, the rugby, all those others, you know, that don't have paying customers come and see them, that Big Ten network shows them on TV. You would probably never see, a fencing match,
right,
or a rugby,
right,
or a chess, or some of the other things that they cover. That Big Ten network generates revenues for the whole school, so they can go first class and have all these different activities.
Yeah, and my thing is like, I like to support all sports, whether it be men or women, what they're doing, because I commend all of them for doing it. Because you know what, I've always had a dream to be an athlete, but I know this just wasn't my talent.
No.
I know, some people are just talented enough to do that.
You didn't have the correct genes. You didn't have the genes.
Exactly, I sure didn't. Now I had the genes to fall and get hurt and scrape my legs and my knees all the time when I was trying to play these sports, but not the genes to catch these footballs or whatever, which I just say, okay, God bless me, something else to do, so.
Big shout out to Notre Dame. I'm sorry.
Yes, I know,
Notre
Dame,
I'm growing up in Ohio, and I always loved Notre Dame.
Did you really?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
That's right close to Indiana and stuff like this, but Notre Dame has a chance to become national champions again. And I'm hoping that they do it. And let me tell you something. We're adding all these teams to the Big Ten.
Right, we are.
We want Notre Dame in the Big Ten.
Ooh, that would be a matchup.
That would be.
I think that would be
a classic.
Yes, it would.
It's centrally located.
Notre Dame and
all of them in Indiana. I mean, they play. I mean, we have Purdue, we have Indiana.
Yeah. So it'll be Notre Dame.
Notre Dame right there.
But Notre Dame, you know what?
Illinois.
But you know what? I'm gonna say about Notre Dame. Now, I mean, you like Notre Dame, but sometimes I think Notre Dame, because their program, because their prestige and what they represent, think they are entitled to just be number one.
Maybe they are.
Well,
not entitled to be number one.
Sometimes I get that impression about them. But that's just me. That's just me.
They're expected to be number one because guess what? If you're of the Catholic persuasion, those kids, the greatest athletes in a private sector, could be on the Catholic schools, the private schools. They're wanting to come to Notre Dame.
Okay.
I mean, there are kids sending letters and clips and videos and game film to Notre Dame.
Okay.
I mean, they don't have to go get them they're going to go get them if they want, but there are kids that want to get in there. The best athletes.
Well, that's true. Well, yeah.
That's why they're expected to win every year.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping that it's going to be a classic match. Alabama, Notre Dame. I just want the best team to win. And
I want Notre Dame.
I know you want. Okay, you're a Notre Dame fan. I like sports. I'm not. But I just want a good game. Both teams is going to do good, so both of them are real good teams.
No injuries, just
no
a good
injury.
game.
Just a good game, exactly. So, man, we talk about sports, man. You know how we talk. Time flies, man. We talk about things, and
we're good.
And we can't get into things.
Well, I tell you what, I want to thank my employer. The Sheridan and the Share Restaurant.
That's right, because that's where.
I was scheduled to work tonight.
Okay, so
and that's when I called you around 3 o'clock and said that I can't make it because they had scheduled me to work.
Right.
Well, I got into work and it was misscheduled. I did have the day off, like I had planned, so I could do the interview and do the show with you. So
thank you.
It's good, but
wait a moment. Yeah, thank you
Sheridan.
For letting this man, Sheridan, let this man come to work. I mean, come on my show. Come to work. Come on my show, the Lifestyle Show. And so I want to tag. One of these days.
And you guys get downtown?
Yes.
Come on downtown. Come on into the Share and.
Maybe we could do a show down there, man.
That'd be real nice.
Yes. Yeah. And then you down there, talk to you down there about stuff. So that time we got 2 minutes before we wrap up. But now what's going on? Anything going on in your life for the holidays or this?
No, not really. I've been to 5 funerals this year.
Oh.
And it's been a tough year, but
yes,
I'm 63, so I'm at the age.
So you don't look it though, man. So that's good.
Well, yeah, but that's why it's keep cut short.
Yeah.
I'm at the age where my parents and relatives and people like that. It's a dying season.
Right.
And it's been real tough, but rewarding.
Rewarding.
Yeah, I cannot complain. And like we talked about it before, I went to 5 funerals, and you have to realize that funerals are not for the dead.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
They're for the living.
Right. Okay.
And so what we do is we pay tribute to the people that died, and my wife's my wife's brother died. Last time he had cancer.
Wow,
and he was fighting it, as though he died, but had standing room only at the funeral.
Wow.
And a lot of people that loved him and that he touched their lives and came out and they asked me to say a few words, and I told them, hey, funerals are not for the for the dead. They're for the living.
Amen.
And this is what this man has done in his life. And if you want to see him again, you have two choices: life and death.
Right. That's right.
You know, you got heaven and hell.
Amen.
So if you want to continue to live, then you're going to have to receive Christ as your Savior.
Amen.
So that was my message.
That's the best message anybody can give.
Message.
That's right, and I'm a believer too, so that's a blessing. So I just want to say, hey, I want to thank our brother Craig Clemens for coming on the show, talking to me. It's a pleasure. You know, you're welcome back anytime to come back on the show. I want to thank all the viewers for watching the show. Remember, you know, I want to say, hey, to all the athletes out there, keep on doing what y'all doing. Football player, hey, Michael Hyde, man, I love you, man. I think you're a talented guy. You're going to go far. So, hey, with that note, we'll be back again for another show. So keep styling and profiling, and we'll see you next time on the Lyle Style Show.